Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to attempt to learn to knit. So I've been trying to learn to knit for my whole life. My grandmother was a big knitter and she tried to teach me, and then my mother-in-law, who made me this cardigan, she tried to teach me. It's just never gotten in there. And so a company called Lovecrafts, I will leave a link to them down below. Not a sponsored video at all, I'm just making this video because I want to document my life. That's why I have a YouTube channel. But they got in touch with me because they read my blog, which is crazy and very exciting, but a link to my blog is down below as well, and I talk about mental health and things like that, and they wanted to work with me on a blog post, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So they said, why don't we talk about knitting and how taking up a new hobby is good for your mental health? And I was like, I agree. And if you've been around for a while, you might know that I really want to learn to sew and to knit and to craft, and I will be doing all those things here. So if you like that sort of thing, definitely go and hit that subscribe button. But I thought this scarf, when I read it, it's supposed to take about 45 minutes to do. I will probably take longer because I'm starting from scratch, but let's have a little look. So they sent me two huge balls of wool, yes, in this lovely bag, and I also have these really thick knitting needles. Look at those babies. So these are 30 centimeter, 10 millimeter smooth light pony classic. I don't know what any of that means, but that's what we have. And this is the wool. I picked out the colour and I wanted something that was like a greeny jadey colour because green's my favourite colour. And I got this. This is, if you sign up on Lovecrafts, they have patterns and stuff that are free. And they sell wool and all the things that you could need. They do sewing, knitting and crocheting on there at the moment. But I believe they're going to be doing more stuff in the future, and I joined up because I want to learn to sew as well, and so everything's coming together. I feel like the universe is like, yes Beverley, this is what you should be doing. So this is the scarf that I'm going to be attempting to make. Our printer needs cleaning, so I apologise for the quality of the image. It looks much better on their website, but this is what I'm working with because I don't know how to work a printer. So it's called the Leah scarf. I'll leave a link to the scarf down below. You have to be a member, but this is a free pattern, I believe, and then you buy the wool and the things. They sell all the things that you need for the pattern. So, oh, I'm so scared. So this says, the perfect first project. Once you know how to do the knit stitch, there'll be no stopping you as you complete this simple garter stitch scarf. Using just 2 balls of yarn, you can easily complete the entire item in one evening. Also ideal for seasoned knitters looking for a quick, relaxed knit. Those with more experience can complete this scarf in approximately 45 minutes from start to finish. It's never too late for a handmade gift. I agree with that, and that's why I want to start making things for myself. So, oh my gosh, there's abbreviations list. I'm so scared. So, yeah, there's, oh my gosh, there's all like little, there's an abbreviation. This is terrible, isn't it? I apologise. So there's all these like abbreviations. Cast off, colour. Oh my gosh, I'm already terrified by this. If you've been around for a while and watched my videos, I do talk about the fact that I have memory issues and real memory problems. So remembering what abbreviations what is going to be hard. So it's really good that I have like a list of everything. I'm going to take that out and keep it separate so I can keep referring to it every 5 minutes, because I will forget immediately after reading that. Right. And the next page is just like a little simple how to do things, how to cast on, how to do a knit stitch. So I'm going to be able to read that and keep referring back to it because I will forget how to do it. And then how to cast off. Okay. And then, what do we have? Now obviously this is my first attempt at knitting, so it will take me more than just one session, but I thought, because I've got some time, I'm just sat here I'm watching Jenna and Julian's podcast, and I thought, why not knit while I'm just sat here resting, because I'm going out this evening, very rarely go anywhere. And oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the instructions here, and then all we have is this little tiny list. Using 12mm needles, cast on 10 stitches. First row, K to end. Okay. What does K to end mean? Knit. Oh, knit. Knit to the end. What? Continue in GST. Garter stitch. Okay, continue garter stitch, which is what I've got the instructions for. I just want to cry. I feel very afraid right now. Join second ball when first ball runs out. Continue garter stitch until you have 40 centimeters or 15 3/4 inches left of yarn from second ball. Cast off. Weave in ends. I have no idea what that means. The great thing about YouTube, however, is that basically there are people who have whole how to knit videos, so if I read all this and I'm still completely clueless, which could very well happen, I can then simply refer to a video on YouTube, which I am actually momentarily watching YouTube, so that's a good thing. Let's crack open the wool. I am really frightened because it seems very, what's the word I'm looking for? Technical. A lot more technical than it probably is, but it feels technical, and I am a little bit afraid, I will be honest. I do tend to give in to my fear a lot, and it's something that I definitely want to work on, and is why I am sat here trying to learn to knit. Because I talk myself out of things a lot, and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be somebody who does the things that she says she's going to do, like it took me about 5 years to start a YouTube channel. Let's do this. it is, the finished scarf. It took me 2 days, I think, to do. And it's this lovely kind of jade green. It's so pretty. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with it yet, whether I'm just going to wear it myself or give it as a present. But I have to admit, I really enjoyed making this scarf. It was so lovely to have something to do while watching the television. I'm not somebody who can just sit and watch TV. I have to be doing something, and usually it's playing some sort of game on my Kindle. But now I can knit. I can get my eyes away from screens and I can watch television and knit and not just be tied to my Kindle, which is amazing. And I really enjoyed it. I managed to make this scarf, and I made another scarf in like a very thin, fine material in like a pink wool for my stepmother, and she really liked it. That was her Christmas present. And I just really enjoyed making the scarf, and I'm going to carry on. I'm going to find some other knitting patterns to follow. This is such a good, easy, basic stitch. I mean, if I can do it. Are they called stitches? They are. They're called knitting stitches. Hooray! So it's a very easy stitch to learn. It's really basic, and I found it really easy to do. There are a few little mistakes. If you can see here, it's like doo, 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 doo. But it's my first go. The second go it came out a lot better than this one. But that's only to be expected. You know, you try and then you learn from the trying. And I can honestly say that learning to knit took my mind off Christmas. I've spoken about this in my last video, and I will speak about it probably every year, but Christmas is not easy for most people. Whether it's the money aspect, whether it's buying presents for people, spending time with people you don't want to spend time with, whatever it is, people have different reasons for not enjoying Christmas. For me, it's a mixture of grief about my grandparents and spending time with family, and the pressure that comes with being social when you have chronic fatigue. It's very difficult. But knitting kind of gave me a focus and took my mind off of it. So it was amazing. Great for you if you've got anxiety or depression. I would say take up a new craft. And if you are struggling with the whole, I would say it's partly anxiety, like I really want to learn this thing, but I'm scared to. I'm scared to start. I feel that way about sewing, but I am going to do it next year. That is my next year, this year. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to start sewing. And I am going to be vlogging the whole process of me trying to make a skirt. Yes. But I just found it incredible. It took my mind off things, and it helped me so much through this Christmas season. So if you are looking for a way to learn to knit, I will leave a link to everything that I used to make this scarf. I got everything from Lovecrafts. It's a great website. I've already saved a load of things that I want to learn to knit. Mostly Outlander themed, but with how I dress most of the time, is that really a shock? I don't think so. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to head down there and leave me a cheeky little like. It really helps my video get seen more, and that would mean the world to me. Another way is to hit that little subscribe button. That button there that's free to click. And it helps my channel grow. I am so thankful that I've reached 700 subscribers, which is an incredible amount of people. I've got so many fun new things planned for next year. More witchcraft, more crafting, more vintage fashion, more mental health and disability. And I'm just really hoping to keep you entertained. So if you want to come along for the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell, so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays. My health permitting, I always do my very best. I really hope that you will join the tribe here. I would love to have more butterflies added to the group. I'm so excited for 2020. I hope that you all had a great Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye.